The views, opinions, and stories shared on this show are based on personal experiences of the hosts and guests. They are intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Some content may include mature themes, strong language, or descriptions of past criminal activity. These accounts do not glorify or promote illegal behavior. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
You deserve to eat like this. Let me feed you.
You deserve to eat like this. Let me feed you.
2832 Virginia Palmyra. Let me feed you.
I'm ready to make some fried rice. Show y'all how to use it down in the potatoes. A little bit of rice. So what we're gonna do after that rice, I'm gonna go ahead and season it up. We'll season it up. Throughout the meal, I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning. I'm gonna use it for the lack. I'm gonna use a little seasoning pack for the lack of ingredients. They knew I was coming.
Hey yo, what's going on? It's your girl, Money Bag, DC Trap, 25, Solid CEO, whatever your name is on the side. And today you have tuned into another episode of Chatting Over Chi-Chi's with yours truly. Today I got my guy.
Yard out. Ryan Rasul, what up?
You don't really need no introduction, right? Alright, so where did it all start? What was young Ron like before the streets?
Playing sports, and just growing up playing sports, just living a regular life. No, straight from the hood. That's it.
What was going on in your environment that shaped the mindset you carried into adulthood?
Drugs, hustling, just everyday stuff that goes on in the ghetto. Drugs, hubbing, robbing, stealing, stuff like that just goes on in the neighborhood that you see every day.
And when did you get introduced to it?
Well, I've been introduced to just hustling, just period, just from just growing up. Even though my mother was an illegal hustler, she was just a hustler, period, selling platters, food, dollar parties, whatever. So I come from a family of just hustlers. So to see my older brother, he really introduced me because he really started selling drugs and hustling in the street. So me watching my older brother and the dudes on the corners and dudes around the way, it made me want to be a hustler. And then I switched it over to just doing illegal, selling drugs and shit like that.
Okay. A lot of dudes come home from prison and turn into street mentors without doing real work. What makes you different, and why should people take your transformation serious?
Because I did the real work. I put the work in, so people could actually see me come home from prison. And I came home from prison twice, so people actually see me come home from prison and go back to the streets, and then really come home and start from the park, the training people, and starting to a gym. People could actually see me going to community college to get certified as a trainer, to let people know in the hood that I'm taking my craft serious. So they can actually see me putting the work in year after year after year, to now it's going on 8 years where I've been doing it every day. They see me up 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They see me going in late nights, early mornings every day. So it ain't nothing like I'm telling them. It's something that they see, they watch, they get to see me do it.
Some people say fitness is the new hustle for ex-cons. Is Yard Out your purpose or your pivot?
Both. So fitness always been for ex-cons. Fitness always been a part of their life. So fitness always been there. It's like, except for some dudes don't take fitness serious. They come home and actually turn it into a business. What I did was I took Yard Out and turned it into a business. So it was my purpose. When I was in prison, I learned it and it was a part of me. And then it was my pivot because I knew I was good at it and I could change it to something legal and stay out here.
You did time in both the state and the feds. Which system damaged you more, and which one woke you up?
Well, none of them really damaged me. Both of them woke me up. Is the fact that when I came home from the state, I was still young and I still had a mental of a younger dude. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I still was doing kid things. The feds woke me up more because I really got to see the life of how it happens on the other side, how you can easily tell and go home, how somebody can sacrifice you to go home. The feds show you a different life where you see it and be like, yo, this ain't it. And you can see how you get so much. I see somebody get 20 years for a 22 handgun. Like, when you start seeing stuff like the feds don't play, it wakes you up. You know what I'm saying? So, with me being woke up in there, I read more books and I studied more, and I just took it serious when I got out here. And social media was at a point where you could start your business without worrying about somebody hiring you, without the proper certifications and things like that. And then I still went and got the proper, paperwork so I could excel at what I was doing.
A lot of men blame the system, the environment, or the streets. But when did you realize you were the problem?
Well, all of it is the environment, everything you in. So what I did, I realized I had to get out of my environment. I had to, separate myself and go into a different environment so I could excel. Because if you stay in that same environment, you stay around the same people, you're going to end up back in that same system and become recycling system and you keep doing it. But if you get out of that environment, give you time to think and really see what you really want to do in life.
Do you think prison saved your life or ruined it?
It saved my life. Prison saved my life.
How so?
Because, if you look at the path I was going down, nothing good come out of it. So me going to prison gave me time to sit with older dudes, learn, read, educate myself. I wouldn't be this good in fitness if I didn't go to prison. So it helped me so much. And now I use the same tactics out here that I used in prison, getting up early. When they call yard out, that's my mindset. I named my gym after what they say in prison for us to go to the yard. So it's so much from prison that taught me to come out here and just be successful. And success to me is not about having money. Success to me is like teaching my family, teaching my friends, not going back to prison, not doing enough stuff, the stupid stuff that ends you back up in prison, giving good advice to my homies so they don't go to prison. So I'm the one they call them because they all looking at me like, yo, you made it here, but really I just changed the environment, changed the mindset.
What was the biggest mental shift between walking into the state versus walking into the federal system?
You could die as soon as you walk into the federal system. Walk into the state system, you got homies, people know you. Federal system, like, yo, where you from? All right, go ahead, you over there. And that's it. You got to make it on your own. Just like that.
Was there ever a moment during either bid where you thought, I might not make it out of here the same?
No, it's crazy, and it's probably just me because I'm like, they call me the politician in prison, right? So I'm the only dude, like I'm from Philly, but I coached the New York team. Everybody worked out with me for all of it. They ain't supposed to be working out with, but everybody from all over worked out with me. You know, supposed to have your own car, Philly, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just knew how to, just like right now, how I got people come from all over to train with me.
Right.
That's how I was in prison. Like I politic, I got homies in DC, like real live homies, like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Baltimore, Chicago, like all them dudes with me. So I was one of the dudes who could blend in anywhere. And I had the people's person I got from the streets from dealing with so many fiends and criminals so much that I know how to deal with anybody all across the world. And they all love me. So I never really got no drama in prison because they all respect me for what I stood on. I was Muslim, I trained, I chilled, I talk trash, I talk fly. They all love them. They love me. You know what I'm saying? And they say no, they all love me just for who I was. I wasn't perpetrating to be something else. They knew I was getting visits every week, all the way out West Virginia, coming from Philly. They respect my hand in that joint just for me just being me.
Right. What were the main differences in politics between the state and the feds?
Well, the state, you more man time. You could basically do your own thing. As long as you ain't got like no street beef or no homie. You know what I'm saying? Feds is like if one person mess up from where you from, all y'all got to stand on. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Like you standing on one person's mistake.
You know
what I'm saying?
Ain't got nothing to do with you.
They got nothing to do with you. You gotta stand. So y'all gonna mess him up, or y'all gonna get into it. What's going on? So that's the difference.
What was the wildest lesson you learned while inside? That the streets could never teach you.
Well, it got the same principle, but what I learned from don't gamble. For stay away from gambling and alcohol. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like that's the main thing. You can see people get stabbed up and hurt over gambling and alcohol and homosexuality. You stay away from those things. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same street principles, but people don't follow it in the streets. People really stayed away from the gambling and alcohol their mind to be able to think better while they out in the streets. A lot of people make a come up and they go gamble their money away and be mad at the world.
Mad at the entire world.
Yeah, you did that. So that's how I go. Like, you mad at everybody else because you had to come up. People will come up and they want to come up but don't know what to do with the money. You want to come up so bad.
What was your wake up moment that made you say, I'm done with this type of life?
When the feds kicked my door in, you know what I'm saying? I'm at this girl house. I'm chilling, my girl at the time, and boom, my mom called like, yo, they kicked the door. I'm thinking parole officer, whatever. It's the feds. I immediately was stressed out. Like, I was just stressed. You know what I'm saying? I immediately was stressed, like, from there. And I asked the law, I said, listen, if I get up out of this situation, you know, I'm never coming back. I'm never going back to none of that stuff from the past. Like, I don't want to see a drug. I don't want to see nothing illegal that can end me back up in there. And God gave me that chance. So once he did it, like, my mind shifted, changed. Like, yo, all right, this got to work. And what steps do I need to do to make this work? But now I'm at the point where it worked to the point where my mind is shifted. That wherever I want to go from here, this was a door opener.
Right.
I met a lot of people. I could go to different avenues now. I don't have to stay in fitness no more.
Absolutely.
I could pivot to something else and still succeed because the principles and the foundations I got from just me staying down on the fitness thing, that owning a gym, that I could go to be an owner of something else. I could go somewhere and run somebody else's facility. I could do so much now that I could fall back and people will accept me because they know I can establish and build something. So now it's time for me. Now it's going on 8 years. I'm ready to pivot. I'm ready to go to new journeys. I'm ready to start traveling. There's so much more in my life that I'm ready for, and I only got one daughter who's 21 now. Right. So it's so much I got in store for myself to just explore the world.
Where did the vision for YardOutFitness begin?
It began up Hazleton Penitentiary. I used to work out with the old Dez and I mean and them. Okay. And you know, there was a lot of them, they had life. Both of them had life. And I wanted to work out with the hardest lifers, you know what I'm saying? And then it just struck to me, and when I came out, I just named it that.
Okay. How did fitness become more than just a coping mechanism and turn it into a mission?
Well, the mission was to teach people, you know, how to cope with life, worldly matters with fitness. So it was a coping mechanism for me, and there it got me through so many stressful things. It helped build my body. I learned about health. But when you really actually take it serious, you can cope with anything out in the world. Once you get into that gym and clear your mind, you meet like-minded people that push you, people that give you information. So much that come out of just taking care of yourself.
What's one discipline or routine from prison that still lives in your program daily?
Get up 4:30 every morning. Even if I lay back down, I gotta get up. I gotta get up and walk and do something. I can't just lay down. I can't eat vacation. I don't care where I'm at. I can't sleep in. I gotta get up always. So that's one thing stuck with getting up early bird get the worm.
Absolutely. Yard Out has started a movement, right? But what does it represent, like, for those who don't understand?
Yard Out, like I said, it's mental stability, it's community, it's family, it's daily life living, it's teaching, it's helping. It's all that in one, and that's all that it did for me. So when I came out here to start it, I wanted all the clients that when they leave my facility, they have all that when they leave, and not just a workout. They got community, they got family, they got mental stability. They know they can call me if they need help for that. I know, because all my gym members is my family now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hang out with the homies no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the homies, we not even on the same page. We all love each other, but we all in different avenues. Like, everybody's grown. So the people I see every day is my gym members. So they may be carpenters. They may do HVAC. We going over here. They may invite me to their house to eat. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So all my stuff come from my members, and that's the family, and we all build and help each other.
What mental battles did you have to conquer before you could build the life that you wanted now?
Really just the mental battles is just really staying away from environments that I love so much, and staying away from the people that you love so much. Because it hurt, because now I feel like I'm a loner a lot. Because you can't do the stuff that you once did, and you got to find a way to pivot and do other things. So I'm like a loner for real, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the gym, I get up early when I'm in there, I'm training, I'm doing stuff. But then it's like your life, like, all right, you praying, and then you're just like, what's next? like you're a loner. So that's why I like to travel. Sometimes I may just get on the train and just go to New York or something like. Cause I'm a loner. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of times it's like not going to those environments and going knowing that you ain't supposed to be there. And then because if you go into those environments, something happen, no people gonna say. He wasn't supposed to be there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put yourself back into those environments. And it hurt because that's been a part of your whole life.
All your life.
You know what I'm saying? So now you changing your life around and you going to different environments. And one wrong mistake, I'm one big client from becoming a big trainer, or one wrong mistake or becoming a fuck up and back in prison, they don't care. So like you walking on a thin line so much, man.
Yeah. What did accountability teach you during incarceration?
It got me, accountability got me to the point where I'm at now, and it taught me to forgive. So accountability taught me to forgive. And I had one homie when I talked to him in the former prison, and he dealt with a girl I dealt with, and he like, yeah, man, they say you gonna get me back when you get out, and I'm like, bro, my job is not to get you back. I forgive you for whatever. Like I'm not even on that, bro.
Right.
And they thinking, cause they thinking of old me running around doing that. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to get you back. You know what I'm saying? I forgive everybody. Anything from my past, I caused it. And anything that happened in my past was supposed to happen.
Bottom line.
You know what I'm saying? The cut of a law. So everything that happened, you supposed to deal with her. I supposed to went through that. That's a part of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Everything that went on, it was a part of my life that I no longer take part of. And the law drew me out of all that. All that was supposed to happen to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? So homies was saying that, oh, he gonna come home and do this, or he gonna come home and do that. Everybody expecting me to come home and do something when I already made a promise to myself and my Lord that I'm on this, and I stuck to it.
What would the old Ryan be shocked to know about the man you are today?
No, what's crazy? I was shocked. I'm shocked to know that I like traveling the world, because I was telling myself this as I'm riding. I'm going to Paris, and I'm telling myself, like, even me hustling in the street, my goal was to never travel the world. My goal was like get the most money around the neighborhood and like get the money. You know what I'm saying? And be the ball. When really it ain't about money no more. It only costs much to travel. You know what I'm saying? It's about just, growing up and understanding life and experiencing life on new levels. You know what I'm saying? So I never knew I would love traveling so much, because I was so stuck in that mindset of being a man of where you from. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And it turns me off so much thinking about that past, you know what I'm saying? Because when I go out and I'm experiencing things, I'm talking to people from all over, I'm meeting people at these hotels, and like having great conversations, and that's all I really want to do now. It ain't about being rich. I don't care about the money. I just care about enjoying life on another level and different experiences.
What hit the hardest for you when you first came home, when you first touched down?
What hit the hardest for me? What hit me the hardest? I don't know. I don't really know what really hit me the hardest. Like, I don't know. I was just happy to be out, but ain't nothing really hit me. Well, it did. Something hit me one time. My brother that passed away, right? I went to his son's graduation, prom, and I cried. You know what I'm saying? And I just started crying. That hit me the hardest. Like, that was the hardest hit. I'm like, why are you crying, man? Like, I'm telling myself, tears. Like, why are you crying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that was probably the thing that hit me the hardest for. I'm just crying at a prom. Like, niggas a prom. Like, I'm tears. I had to walk around the corner. Nigga, calm down.
Calm down.
I just got out. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably it right there. No
What was the biggest challenge transitioning from institutional structure to the real world?
The challenge was being so broke, right? It's just like being so broke. But I understood. So for me, it was a challenge, but it wasn't a challenge for me because this was my second go round of coming out. And, me being a hustler from the streets, I understand that you got to take that feeling of being broke.
Right.
You got to understand that you don't got it, and you got to live off of what you have and don't live outside your means. Most people try to live outside their means. Most people try to impress a woman. And what happened was I took care of my family as much as I could. So when I came out, my mother ain't put me no pressure on her helping with my daughter and all. There wasn't no pressure for me saying, and I wasn't trying to, the women I dealt with, there wasn't no pressure on them saying, yo, you got to do this, I did this. So they gave me time to help me to flourish and like not just everything I get, I'm trying to give up, or I feel like I got, oh, this is for my family. I got kids, and most people come out and make everything like, oh, I got kids. Your kid ain't had that all them years you did in there, so you come in here and risk everything to go back, just to say you did something, and then you back down again. So, so that was it.
What's the hardest part about running a business after doing time, and what prepared you for it?
The hardest part is every month figuring out how you're going to pay the bills. And no matter what, because business fluctuates. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute is going up. Next minute you may break even. Some minutes you losing. So being an entrepreneur, especially, coming out of prison, you got that energy, being black, and trying to build, is really hard. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? None of this is easy, but it's a good challenge for me because this is something I want to do. But it ain't like you making a whole, the harder thing is people thinking you got more than what you got because you're a hustler, right? So, but even when it's doing bad, you got to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? And they think because you make it look good and they don't have a hustler mindset that you got so much. They think if certain people come to your establishment, come to your gym, they think that those people are spending so much money. Like, no, it don't go like that, bro. It ain't happening like that. We grinding daily. You are how I'm making. I'm running fitness classes, $50 for 16 classes, $10 class. All this stuff's promotional to get people to see what I got going on, so the grind can keep going and pay the lecture bill, to pay the Wi-Fi bill. You know what I'm saying? Do a little thing to get the gas on. You know what I'm saying? But everybody like you, and I know what I really hate is a person be around you and get food when they see it on social media. You were just with me. You see me buy the suit wholesale. I got the suit for this and got it tailored, $200 suit, because you got likes and views on the gram. You telling people, yeah, he getting money. Oh yeah, you're mine. You was just with me. How you get tricked off of this social media? For real, man. Seriously.
YardOutFitness has changed lives. What's the most powerful testimony you've received?
Oh, man. I got so many testimonies I received of just changing lives. Moms calling me, kids going off to college, starting schools, me doing my internship, dudes coming out of prison, getting their business started, people who've been injured, lost a lot, people who lost husbands, wives came. A lot I shaped so much with my system, because the system, I told you, like building people mentally and physically. So the system, it's so many testimonies. I go on and on and on and on and on. I'm going on 8 years. I trained thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many testimonies of just, helping. And a lot of them, but I got my own testimony. All of them helped me as well. You know what I'm saying? So it go hand, they helped me as well.
What's one thing the system can never take from a man unless he gives it up willingly?
His faith. His faith. You know what I'm saying? You can't take your faith, your belief system. They can't take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? And your drive, unless you give it up. You know what I'm saying? You got faith. You can make it out of anything. They can't take that away.
Yes. What's the truth about prison life the public still gets completely wrong?
The truth that they get wrong about prison?
Because, more often than not, people speculate about what goes on in prison because of these TV shows and all of this foolishness but they never endured it. They never really saw it or know what's going on.
I mean, the truth about prison, for real, if you really want change, that's your time to change. It really can rehabilitate. Because you got to understand, I was just watching something. Somebody said it. Lil Boo said somebody, and they said, you only get locked up for something you've been doing, and you finally got caught for it. So you can do crimes, you've been doing crimes all the time, then you got caught. So if you really want to stop and really change and do something better, that's that time to cut that off. You get time to do that. So it really rehabilitates you if you want something out of it, if you really want to change, and if you really take that opportunity to pivot and do something better, especially out here now. So I'm gonna tell you, so out here it's so easy to make money now. You can Uber on a bike. So you could come home and Uber on that bike or drive that Uber and make a bankroll. I had a homie, he started a real estate company. He started Ubering. Now he got a nice real estate company going on. So, it's about, if you really want rehabilitation, that's what they don't get out there. It really rehabs you. People are, why they going to jail, free such and such. Such and such may need that little time to get it together.
So, do you believe prison reforms you?
Yeah, it do. It do.
In what capacity?
Right here, I'm a living testimony. In a capacity where I went in there, I trained, I learned, I studied, and I came out, and now I'm doing better for the community. So it shifted my whole mindset.
So, what trainings or things that you did in there that the prison provided?
We did, so what one thing they provided was I was working with I did the HVAC company, the electrical company first, and then I was working with outside unit. I was working at a farm.
Okay.
So I learned how to drive a backhoe, a bobcat, change tires, tractors, drop tractors, and that graded for a time. At that time, I learned all that. But then when I went to the feds, I got into a personal training program. You know what I'm saying? And then it also introduced me to a lot of good men who was already doing it that helped me push further.
Okay. So the resources were there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not everybody. So not all the time do they have all the resources, because now prison like it's taking away a lot of the resources. But again, you still got a lot of resources that you can, a lot of programs. Like even when we like, a lot of times people don't like going to the program to prison. And I took this program serious one time before I was getting out. It was called Thinking for a Change.
Okay.
And we had a good group, and it was a group of men who always really, it wasn't even about the instructor who was there. The men really was talking to each other like, yo, bro, yeah, that was wrong. Yo, bro, this. And we really in there busting it up to make our thinking change.
Absolutely.
And that really, people thinking that program really helped me with the men who was in there, because we all, sometimes you get dudes who like, I'm just here, and you know they going back out there to do crime. And when I had a group of dudes who everybody mindset was like, yo, I'm trying to go home and do something different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the environment changed everybody's way of thinking about just the conversations.
Okay. Who would Ron Rasul be today if you never caught the first case?
Who would I be? I really honestly can't tell you, because my dream was to be a drug kingpin. You know what I'm saying? So that was my dream. Being
That was just your,
you know what I'm saying, being a drug kingpin, that was my dreams. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Like I wanted to get the most money. I wanted to get money.
What would you say to a young dude who thinks jail is part of the game?
Jail is nutty, man. Nothing really good come out of that joint, except for if you really want change. But it's nutty. You lose. Like dude was talking about, you lose your manhood to the guards. They make you strip, open your cheeks. Like they tell that, like they make you do so much. They strip you down. Like you feel less than. Every time I go to the visiting room, I feel less than a man. My pride is hurting. I tell myself I'm never coming back. Just that one thing. Just going in there stripping in front of another man, and they start playing games. They start acting like they doing something. You standing there naked. Like they do so much stuff to humiliate you. Just that one small part. When they come search your cell, they strip you again. They go through your stuff. They throw your stuff out. You're gonna lose your girl. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got a strong backbone, you ain't getting no visits, none of that. So now you mad at the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing really good come out of that joint, you know what I'm saying? But make the best of it while you're there. But try not to go there because you lose so much. And I'll be like I'm going back to like me traveling. I'll be telling myself like, dang, I waste 11 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? Inshallah, I get all papers this summer. It's like 21 years on probation and parole. 21 years. I got to X every time I go on a trip. I got to go back, and TSA got to check my paperwork and hold me hostage. I feel like I'm going back to prison. That stuff still traumatized me. So it's like it's so much that you can avoid by just taking a better route and just taking your time and learning from those who giving you the advice.
Give me a funny prison story.
Funny? I ain't got nothing that's funny for real.
Really?
Oh no, let me see. Now I ain't really got nothing that's funny. There's a lot of prison stabbings I seen. This one jump, but they ain't funny. They some real live joints. Like I seen a lot of stabbings, man, of USP Hazleton, man. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. A lot.
What was the wildest one you seen?
The wildest one I seen was the old head boy from New Orleans, Big Bouncer. Yeah, that was a wild joint, man. He punished this boy. But the wildest one I seen though, it was this New York boy. He told, and they took him up in like the workout room and had him think they were ready to do pad work. And he holding the pads and he like, boy, and then boy just stole him. Boom, boom, boom. Then they beat him with the medicine ball, knocked all his teeth out of his mouth, tied him up, left him under the bed. We miscount. They were trying to find it. They did. New York put that boy. They did him dirty, yo. They did him dirty, yo. Yeah, they did him dirty. So there's a lot of crazy jail stories, boy.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one.
Yo.
What's the commissary item that can't be traded?
Can't be traded.
Like you can have anything in this blue box, but you can't get the
My Keefy coffee.
coffee.
They can't get my coffee. Y'all supposed to have me a cup right here, right now. They can't get that coffee. I need mine. I need that Keefy. They cannot get my Keefy. I need that.
Someone's sitting in the cell right now, facing trial.
Make dua. Pray. That's the only thing you do is pray. You know what I'm saying? I prayed every time I went. You know what I'm saying? The prayer is what gets you through everything. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah. And the finale. Do you believe men or women returning back to society after incarceration should enter into a relationship or a marriage?
I mean, some can. It's hard. Some can. Some can. Some can. It all depends on, it all depends on, like, I came home, I got married, I got divorced, I got married again, I got divorced, because I wasn't ready, but I loved her, you know what I'm saying? So you do it based off of, like, a lot of times, if somebody holding you down, when you down and out, you want to return that favor, but you probably never been ready. Like, most of the people from the hood, they going to jail when they kids. So you still haven't even experienced life. You coming home still. That's what I fear for, like, a lot of the homies that come home with that same mindset and go back to the streets. Because you grew up in prison, you become the man. You know how to do. Men respect men in prison, so you become a respectable man inside the walls. But out here, it's a different thing. Being a respectable man is not what being respect behind the walls get you. You know what I'm saying? You may become a man, fight a little bit, got a little name in prison, or move a certain way in prison. That don't get you respect out here. Out here is taking care of your family, being here for your family, handling things the right way. You know what I'm saying? Doing the right things, making the right decision. That would make you the man out here. So a lot of them still got that, that mindset. Me as well. That mindset where I changed in a lot of ways, but I still didn't change with the woman. And, me trying, I tried, not, but I still feared the loss. So I still wanted to get married, even though I messed up. And that was, that's probably one of the biggest challenges for a lot of people is understanding, just what do they really want coming out and not misleading people. But some people can do it and keep it pushing, but a lot of times you really don't know that person. So you know them through that jailhouse relationship. You don't know them. Like my ex-wife, my first one, she keep the heat on 120, summer, winter, spring, fall. That makes me mad. I'm frustrated. I can't sleep with the heat. Like I'm telling you, and we clashing. The heat really what made me divorce. It ain't a part of it. I'm telling you.
Say, damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Because it's hot. It's
over.
I'm telling you. That heat, I tell her this. That heat was a big part of my divorce. That was like 75% of my divorce. Seriously. And I see her all the time. And I'm not playing, she'll tell you. That heat really got us. Like, I can't do it. And then she like to sleep with the TV on. Mine got to be quiet. So we couldn't, it was small stuff. It wasn't even like she was like, we cheating and all. It was small stuff that led us to start clashing, small little things. And then I found another wife. You know what I'm saying? And then she was a little younger, so she was a little bit more feistier. And then she started, and then I'm here now, YardOutFitness. That's it.
That's all you got. That's it.
That's it.
And you still ain't giving people the advice. You don't know.
I don't know what to tell y'all. For real, just make dua. For real. Like, that's a tough job, man. That's tough, man.
Oh my God.
That's one of the toughest decisions. It's tough because you don't know this person. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Being in prison, you don't know this person. They out here, they in a DM with people. They been partying, they been doing this. You start to see little ways. You start getting little side eyes from certain dudes. You start, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, we gonna be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be cool. Like, I just sent my ex-wife, I just sent her some paper. Just because. Like, hey, there you go. I appreciate that money order. But, you know what I'm saying? So she may get something from me. When I make a little extra, I may just send it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. Well,
So, I believe that men and women shouldn't get married or in a relationship when they're coming home, because you already had to become a new person for the environment that you were in, right? So there's a lot of learned behaviors that go on in prison because you need them for that environment, right? You have to unlearn all of those behaviors and then create new behaviors for this new society that exists. It is new to the people that's already out here. You know what I mean? Especially since COVID. So now you coming home, you got to relearn all of these ways and methods to cope in this world. So damn the person, you got to become who you need to become for yourself in this new society. So you can't take nobody along with that, because I don't even know where I'm at right now. You got to hold on, like put a little pin in it. Hold on, I don't have nothing for you. You know what I mean? I put myself on pause for like 5 years, because the first thing I did, came home, got married, had a baby, and everything that I ever wanted to do was on like pause. And I went through a whole depression, because what the fuck is even going? This ain't even way. No, I don't even know who I am. You know what I mean? This is not what I had plans on. I got all of these stacks of business plans and shit that I was doing. I got 10 books. None of them released. I got magazine concepts and all this stuff that I didn't do because I came home and started the wife stuff. How? I put me on the back burner, and then now I'm miserable because, nigga, I don't want to cook. Fuck you. Don't touch me. Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? It starts all of these different arguments within yourself, really, that you taking out on the people. And it's not even nothing personal, but it's personal. So that's why I feel like it should always be, no, you have to focus on you, get you together, and then you can get into the other stuff.
But no, sometimes everybody, so sometimes people don't have that support system. So that be their support system. So where they going to go? So a lot of times that be their support system.
I feel like another conversation just need to be had.
Yeah, so I'm saying, but they ain't trying to hear that conversation, because they've been feeding them these lies. A lot of times in prison, you sell
That's where
lies.
it starts. But I ain't gonna lie, because I ain't putting that part in there either.
You tell lies.
And at the end of the day, I had about 3 husbands when I was
You tell lies. Everybody tell lies.
It is what it is.
Everybody, so it's like you telling lies, they believing in the lies. You know what I'm saying? But you at the
But
time,
I'm
not
about to say
lie.
it ain't even a lie.
It ain't even a lie
necessarily,
because you
I
at the
really
time you
thought
feel
like,
it.
like we was,
feel it.
you know.
Yeah.
Then I come home and like, nigga, I don't even like the way your feet look. Like, I'm laying next to that.
That's what I'm saying. So all that goes on, all the line, all the emotional stuff. Niggas still want sex when they get out, and you can't just get, unless you got some papers. Ain't no other girl giving you no sex but her, and probably a couple other joints that you know on the strength that may, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, because you
know what I'm saying?
coming home looking like they been dipped in gold, you be like, shit.
But no, but after a while,
just came home, so
after a
of
while,
course that wear off. But
that wear off, and then you back stuck on your support system until you find another support system, or until you buckle down and get this shit your own.
I think buckling down should be from the gun.
But most people coming out of society was never buckle. How many people that just going to prison that never had no paper? They never had nothing to really go off of. They don't even understand how to get the paper. Most people from the hood go to jail for dumb shit. So robbery, shooting, like it ain't too many people from the hood. Like everybody went there for getting money. So everybody from the hood went doing some dumb shit. They ain't never had no money. They ain't had their first conversation. So somebody been doing that. So now they gotta come out.
They should come home, get in a relationship until.
No, I'm just saying it's just a lot to go along with it. I'm just saying but that's what happens. But they really should come home and get a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? And get a job, and you know the person who you is dealing with, you let them know, hey, I'm gonna get a job. We're gonna rock out or go home and go to their moms and give her a couple $. Like most people try to come home and they think they stacking everything, but they really start fucking it up. Right? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's just like most people who get a business, right? They don't want to pay taxes. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And next thing you know, they can't even get the money they need to start the next business because you're fucking it up.
Absolutely.
So everybody always trying to shortcut. Yo, if you gonna go to your mom's, give her a couple dollars for the next man. My mom want this, nigga.
No, seriously.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, oh, your girl want this. Like, whatever route you take, do it the right way. And a lot of people don't want to do it the right way. That's why shit don't go right.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people haven't, in prison, like you were saying, it changes you, but I feel like everybody don't really grow. And that responsibility portion, when you talking from the aspect of men and women who went to prison young, some of them didn't really have real responsibilities. So being in prison, you still don't have, who you paying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you still don't have those responsibilities, so you have to come home and adjust to a new society, and you're thrusted into being an adult. You know what I mean? So doing stuff you never did before.
So the whole thing is, get with that girl, and then hopefully you become an adult while you're there. And then when you got that was a stepping stone.
Then you ruining somebody else's life.
I mean, but it's a stepping stone. She know.
She don't know. That's why she started calling your PO.
She shouldn't be.
You're going back to
but
jail.
I only think girls should be dealing with niggas in prison that they wasn't with.
I don't think so either.
That they wasn't with.
Me
you know what I'm
either.
saying? Nigga reach out to you and now you dealing with this nigga. He calling you because he fucked up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He lonely. He need a companion.
Absolutely.
Or she need a companion. Male over here. But like, if this wasn't your post before you went on something you had, what you doing, sis? You setting yourself up.
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
So what he gonna do? You been doing this while he in prison. You think he gonna come home and stop? And you been sending him the money.
Yes, they think that.
Yeah, like, and you been sending him money so he can eat, live, and all this in prison. You think he gonna come home and not take the money, eat, live with you until he get on the way to go?
So the answer is no. Don't do it.
Whatever y'all like to do it. I mean, I can't tell you yes, no. Whatever floats your boat. One thing I'm saying is like, don't get some paper and fuck it up and go back to prison. Don't blame nobody for your faults. Everybody got to stay on their own. Everybody got to take accountability for their own. That's my whole thing.
You might have been fortunate enough to not get the people called on you and all of that stuff, but literally, damn near everybody that come up here has been in a domestic situation where their PO was called or they were sent back to prison or some type of violation occurred because when they came home and decided not to be with the person or whatever they did, once they were in a relationship, it always ended bad.
But most of them go the wrong way. There's no way you let that go that far. There's no way you've been dealing with a person, especially while you're in prison, and you can't talk and have conversations. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you allow that to go that far.
How far do you know it's going to go if you don't really know the person?
No,
because
but
how well do you know a person? You don't know a person.
But it's still, I'm saying, 9 times out of 10, it's still ways to back out the situation before it even get that deep. I don't let these situations get too deep.
Oh, so get in a situation, just don't let it get deep.
Yeah, don't let it get deep because now you put yourself in that close proximity where she wants to harm you, and you push her to the point to harm you. A lot of girls, when you come home, they understand you just got out. Even though they love you, they still understand this nigga gonna do such. They know that. But a lot of times come on, man. We let it go that far. We push them to go that far. Because we don't want to let go of the help that we got. So we want to keep that help around somehow, some way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do whatever to keep that help around. And that's what happens. Back out. Roll. I ain't got no problem, bro. I'm rolling now. I'm out. I'm out. I'm rolling. I'm taking a lower route. I'm out. Keep whatever you got. I don't care who it is. I'm rolling. And that's it. I ain't doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's it with that, man. So, a lot of times, man, before we leave, I'm going to give y'all this again, man. To the brothers who coming home, get you a job. Get around some people who really want to do some positive things. Change your mindset. Change your environment if you have to. Don't go back to that same block. Don't have that same love that you have for the people from the block that you want to kill, steal, rob, and die for this block, or die for this corner, or die for these homies. You know what I'm saying? Change your mindset. Get you some halal means, even if it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep getting your means and you keep putting yourself in good environments, bigger opportunities going to come. So the whole thing is positioning yourself to be prepared for the opportunities when they do come. Other than that, anything else, you on nut shit, because ain't nothing out of here. Gonna come out of that is jail and prison and nothing else, and we too old for that. I'm pushing 40. Y'all on nut shit, y'all coming out here, and most of y'all older than me, 30, 40, 50. So let's just help the youth, teach the youth, and just show a better way, because she come from the hood. We ain't got nothing else. All we got is us.
That's it.
That's it. That's all. Yard out.
Y'all heard him. You've been tuned in to another episode of Chatting Over Chi-Chi's. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all click the links below. Lockdown Love, SY_Moneybags, Chatting Over Chi-Chi's. Make sure y'all following my guy.
YardOutFitness.
That's it. We out.
Yeah. Step into space. Black Wall Street, podcast space. Book my spot, now I'm ready to create. Black Wall Street, podcast space. Dreams, I'm building my fate. Might get my hand, got story to tell. Comfort in the room, man, I'm feeling myself.
Sounds so clear, you can hear my ambition. Black Wall Street podcast space made an easy transition. So book your space, let your voice be heard. Black Wall Street podcast, spread the word.